you have aura? I recently hit 20,000 subs, and that's a big number, so I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys have. That's the video. You are welcome. Congratulations to the first person who commented on the post, Molebread. They asked opinion on country music. I have not really listened to it that often, but it doesn't sound too enticing, I guess. I listen to a lot of forms of music though, so. What's your sexuality? Boys are pretty cute. Yeah. J Frosty. Oh, hello, Frosty. Are you a goofy goober? Am I reading that right? Yeah, I'm reading that right. I guess not. That's from SpongeBob, right? I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Who were you inspired by? Well, I started this channel around 2.5 years ago, and I made really bad Valorant montages. But I was inspired by Minecraft creators. I just didn't know how to edit at the time, and I thought Valorant would be the easiest. So I will say YouTubers like Garfield and Zenith are just my biggest inspirations in the whole wide world. Diamond Wolf 4896 asks, are you the real Dirty Dan? What is a Dirty Dan? They asked two, I'll just skip to the second. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I don't think so. J Frosty again asks, if you are a goofy goober, then what made you become a goofy goober? Sparks YMC, hello, another friend, asks, do you have aura? I mean, like, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but like, another one from Sparks YMC, what microphone do I use? Good question. Next question. J Frosty asks, who is your inspiration to be a goofy goober? How many of these are you going to write? Slowies, What are your future plans for the channel? Do you have anything specific in mind you'd like to do or have planned? Very good question. Very good question. My latest video, it is going to become nearly the whole channel. Okay, so I have basically scripted an entire storyline with lore and really cool things, okay? And you guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna absolutely love it. It's gonna get scarier, it's gonna get more in depth, it's gonna get easier to watch as well. It's gonna be great. What goofy goober outfits do you own? There's another one. It just says Gooby Goofer this time. With a question mark. I don't think that's a question. Is that the end of J Frosty's I hope so. What's my favorite genre of music? This is a cool one. I don't have one. I listen to nearly all kinds of music. When it comes to, okay, dubstep, other kinds of electronic, rock, heavy metal, pop, rap, but not the new kind of rap. I'm talking about like the cool kind of rap, like a couple 21 Pilots songs. That is not a very good example. I do like listening to rap, but most of the time I listen to like ambient soundtracks because like I want to get in the mood for like video making, so I kind of listen to like entity screaming sound effects, like horror sound effect. That's probably really weird. What inspired me to start a YouTube channel? It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do for so long. It's like, I never want to work. It's stupid, 9-to-5 jobs, like the whole world. It doesn't make any sense, you know, how the world works, so I want to go against that, I guess. And also just being a YouTuber is everyone's dream. What made you decide to portray your caricature as a hooded semi-cat being? Because I like cats, and I don't know, that was about it. Fish? Why? Do you have some? What inspires you to continue making content? I just love editing. I love making a world and then having things happen in that world and it all connecting. I just love creating, you know? That's just what it all is. I love sitting down on my computer and making something that I'm proud of. That's kind of why I don't really play Minecraft for fun anymore. It's kind of just the world in which I use to create these worlds, if that makes sense. What's the specs of your computer? It's an RTX 3060, but it runs like a 3050. With an i7-13900K, so it's a pretty good CPU, why it's good at running Minecraft. People would argue it's a mid-range CPU, but we don't talk about that. And I got 16 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte of storage. I think that's about all you need. Looks like Howler, one of my mods, has 3 questions for me here. Have you acquired a favorite kind of cheese since the last Q&A video? No, I don't eat cheese. Am I good at girl bossing? This might require a little bit. Okay, my mods on my Discord server, which you should join by the way in the description, they're called girl bosses. You are a very good girl boss, yes. And for those who are curious, they're all called girl bosses, even if they're not a girl. That's just how that works. I don't know. It wasn't my decision. 3. Don't you ever state that emoji or word ever again. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more video games, or games, unlimited games, but no games? What, you mean bacon? But no bacon? I'd rather no bacon. Is that a typo? How did you decide your username? I don't know, I just thought it was cool. I'm like a stereotype for certain people on the internet, but back when I made the username I wasn't. So I was just your average like dude. I wasn't even online much. So I don't actually know. I just think it looks cool. It's a cool username. What do you want from me? Also, sorry for not staring at the camera. It's like at a weird place. Whatever. How many design iterations did your avatar go through? The first ever avatar I had for my YouTube channel was between like 1 and 800 subscribers or something like that. And it was just a sideways, like colon and then capital D. And then that evolved into one of my very first fan arts for something called One of Us is Lying. And it was the character on my profile, like right now. So technically 1, and then I got someone to make me a persona, which is completely different. So now I kind of have like 2 different characters that I play, but yeah, that's about it. What is my overall favorite horror mod I've ever played? I don't play horror mods anymore. They're boring. That's all I really have to say about that. That's why I kind of script content now. Editing just does something that horror mods can never do. And, you know, it's sad that horror mods just can't do it, but I'm making the most of it, you know? If you were to play non-horror games, which would they be? Opinions on virtual singers. Oh, okay. The first question, answer to that one, is I'm a Valorant player, believe it or not. I live in Oceania, so we have good servers, no toxic people, or at least way less toxic people. And so Valorant is actually quite a nice game in this server, in this region, I guess. Opinions on virtual singers, i.e. Hatsune Miku, Kasane Tito, Megurine Luca, Gumi, and Kafu. I don't know who any of those people are. Are you ready? Ready for what? For the Minecraft server, do you plan on making a video on it? Asking because I keep seeing things like entities, console messages, and blocks being moved. I mean, for those who don't know, I have an SMP, but there's no mods on the server. Like, there's like an anvil mod. So, I don't know what you're seeing there, man. You might be haunted. If you weren't a Minecraft channel, what game would be priority? Valorant. Yeah, it's Valorant. I love Valorant. That's basically the only game I play besides, like, Minecraft. And I barely play Minecraft. I play Valorant more. Can I have $6? No. It has been 2 days. Not because I needed to wait for questions, but because I am lazy. Lay off my back, bro. I gotta balance school with this YouTube thing, and I got a problem with the family. Whatever. Let's just listen to some more questions, okay? Are there any other games that you play besides Minecraft? And if you had the chance, would you be able to upload videos of those other games? I've tried uploading games like Backrooms, indie games and stuff. They did alright. I might still do that. What's the best way for you to describe your YouTube career? General question, but I'm genuinely interested. Story, I guess. If I were to describe it in one word, yeah, it's story. I want to make a story. That's the whole point. Why are you? How do you plan to celebrate 20k? Oh, with this video. How big is it? The channel? Like 20k subs? That's how... The house? The house is pretty small on the outside, but it feels much larger on the inside. I live in this cool cabin close to like the woods. It's actually quite nice. We live rurally. Have you ever suddenly felt very aware of your insides and felt severe discomfort because you have organs, and felt fear because your heart is beating and you don't really understand how it came to be the way that it is? No. What made you want to become a Minecraft YouTuber? I like making shit. What vids are the most fun to make? The scripted stuff. The ones I'm making like now, and the ones that I've released a couple beforehand. Those are the funnest to make because it all has an intertwined story that you guys are going to be hopefully a part of. I'm excited. Where did I get the idea for my character? It's basically just me, but like if I wore like a sideways mask and had cat features, because I like cats. 100 men versus one maxed gorilla, who would win? The men. If brute force and they all wanted to, and fear was less part of the equation, then the men would win. But if it was just 100 randomly picked men like throughout the world, then the gorilla would win, because they would try and run away or cower or cry on the ground and pretend they had their families one last time. What is the meaning of life? I don't know, just do what makes you happy, I guess. Happiness is important to me. Opinion on every Mark 101 entity. I have no idea what that is. What other hobbies are you interested in? I know too much about the Backrooms. I know too much about, like, many different kinds of VHS found footage stories. And liminal spaces / dreamcore. And directing and like making movies and writing stories and horror in general was really cool. I really like that. Favorite text symbol? 3 all the way. I use it way too much. What do you think you can ever really know? I don't know what that means. In which standard are you in? Like as in your class, study related. I'm still in high school, so I don't really have a specific standard, but I'm trying to become a director if this YouTube thing doesn't work out, so that's pretty cool. If the world turned into a Minecraft place for an entire week, will you be happy about it? What would be the first thing you would do? If the world turned to like Minecraft? Probably mine diamonds and then get rich after the week is finished. Why did you make your Minecraft character's face be :D? Because to me it looks more like a normal face on one side. It is a sideways face. That's all there was to it. I wasn't very creative when I made this channel, okay? Do you like waffles? No, pancakes are way better. Waffles, like, they taste too fake, and their texture's, like, weird because, like, they get soggy way too easily. Pancakes, they're much more resilient, easier to make because all you need is, like, a pan. With waffles, you know, waffle maker, which is just like another appliance. I hate having extra appliances in my kitchen. So yeah, pancakes are just way better, like, in terms of taste, texture, and how easy they are to make. Can you come to my house sometime? Oh, I know this person in real life, yeah, if you want. I don't care. I'm gonna blur your name, though, because you shouldn't have that as your YouTube username. How did you come up with your Minecraft skin? Originally it was like fully black, right? Fully black Minecraft skin with like white paws. Like it didn't even look like paws, it was just like white tips of the hands and the feet. And then it was just a : D sideways. That was literally my skin for like ages. And then a friend just like, I hate blob skins or unoriginal Minecraft skins, so I'm just making you a skin. And then everything was based off of that. And let's see if I can refresh and see if there's any new ones. Nope. That is it. Q&A. Hooray. I don't really know what else to say. Thanks. Have a great day.